awesome? I'm Ava J and this is Bookish Pixie. Not related to today's vlog, but you may be wondering why I am wearing a hoodie and a beanie in August. And it's cold. Yeah, it's actually beanie weather here, which is really weird. Anyway, I'll be starting revision soon on another manuscript, so I've been thinking a lot about how I revise. More specifically, I got a question from a reader recently who said they were getting overwhelmed with their revisions, which reminded me I hadn't really spoken about how not to get overwhelmed with revisions recently, aka why I revise in passes. So, when you end up in a situation where you have a lot of revision notes, it can be really overwhelming to try to tackle all of those notes at once. So this is why I make lists. Right from the start, whether I am critiquing my own manuscript or I am putting together notes from critique partners, I put everything together in a long list. How I make that list depends. Sometimes I'll put it all together in an Evernote document, or sometimes I'll put it all in the comments in Scrivener. There isn't really a right or wrong place to put your list. Just do whatever works for you. In terms of critique partner notes, my list is usually already done for me. I just put all the comments together in one place. Once I have my list of all the things I need to do to make my manuscript better, I break it down and organize it. If I'm working on Evernote, I'll literally move the comments around so that they fit under certain subheadings, or if I'm working in Scrivener, I'll color code everything. So for example, I'll have a color or subheading for character and world building and pacing/plot and writing and miscellaneous. You can break it up however you want. That's just how I like to do it. From there, I prioritize. First, I'll count how many notes I have for each topic. Whatever topic has the most notes, I'll usually start with, and I'll just move on from there. I'll then use that to help me prioritize what I should tackle first, second, third, etc. But usually I'll always leave the writing and miscellaneous stuff for last because it's more important to get the character, plot, and pacing and world building issues out of the way first. Then I'll pick a topic, let's say character, and I'll only focus on character issues throughout the entire manuscript for that whole revision round. That means I won't move on to the next topic until I've tackled every single issue that's labeled character. This helps me really just hone in on one thing at a time and not get overwhelmed with the amount of work I still have to do. Revisions can be really overwhelming, especially if you have notes all over the place that are totally unrelated to each other, but this is how I break it down so that it's less stressful for me. I find that if you focus on one thing at a time, you can really make a lot of progress without ever feeling like it's too much. So that's all I got for today. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys next week.